Isn't it kind of amazing how the Patriots can have the same quarterback, the same head coach, they run the same plays. Doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Danny Amendola or Wes Welker or Julian Edelman or Troy Brown or David Gibbons or David Patton or Christian Fourier or Rob Gronkowski or whoever, or Danny Woodhead or Shane Vereen or Kevin Falk. They can run the same plays with different people as long as they have the same quarterback and the same coach. They just keep winning. It works. The Bills, conversely, over 13 years, have changed absolutely everything. More than once. Many times over. The quarterback. I don't have to run through the list of quarterbacks. The coaches. I don't have to run through the list of coaches. The many, many offensive personnel that they have had or defensive personnel that they've had. And they continue to lose games the same way. Just like that. Just like they did on Sunday. You could go back to the old adage that losers lose and the winners win, and I think it just goes back to good teams find ways to win games. And it proves that the Patriots are still a good team, regardless of their injury situation, their off-the-field situation. They're still a good team because they have one of the best quarterbacks ever. So there's that. Bills lost 23-21. I don't need to tell you. If you're watching this video, you know that. But you came here to try to find some sort of solace. Greg, why did that happen? How? Somebody explain this to me. Because I'm playing around in my head and I need somebody else to justify this or offer up counterpoints or what have you. So I'm going to try to do that. And then we'll get into the Carolina Panthers, Week 2. What did you hate about the Patriots game, though? What did you not like about it? I got to tell you, this, other than the result, obviously, there wasn't much I didn't like. I'm going to start with what I didn't like because it's easier to do that. The primary thing I did not like was obviously the performance of C.J. Spiller, 17 carries, 41 yards. And that is a reflection of, I think, the formation that the Bills ran. I didn't quite understand it. Granted, they had the lead in the fourth quarter. But I didn't really get why did they run the same formation every play. I mean, the receivers and tight ends lined it up differently, but every play, with the exception of a couple maybe, was a shotgun read option style handoff. Every handoff was, at least. EJ took the snap, put it in Spiller's stomach, never kept it on an option for himself. I don't know if that was part of it. But he put it right in the gut of Spiller or Jackson every single time. And that was all of their running plays. Just about. Is that playing to the strength Jackson playing to the strength of Jackson? Because he runs better in between the tackles than Spiller does. And that's why Jackson had 13 carries for 67 yards or whatever he had. I don't think you're playing to the strength of your best player by giving him a handoff right there, right in the middle of the field, when his best skill is running outside the tackles and creating space and beating people to the corner and juking people out. He's running right up the middle, right into big defensive linemen and big linebackers. He's got to find the creases, which he's good at. But granted, I don't think you're playing to his strength. Plain and simple. I'm not a coach. But I watched the preseason game, the first one, where EJ was not in shotgun all the time. He took some snaps under center. He handed it off to Spiller. Spiller got outside. I'm talking to the Colts one. Spiller got outside and had a couple really good runs. I just don't think that. I think that the shotgun draw is. There's a time and place for it. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate the play that much. I just hate when you run it every single time like that. So that was my primary gripe with the offense, if you will. Because other than that, I didn't hate the play of Manuel. I thought he got more confident as the game went on. He didn't look totally clueless. You know how some rookie quarterbacks go out there and it's just, oh, this is brutal. He didn't look that way. He made a couple bad throws. The interception that hit the ground, the long ball, was severely underthrown. He lofted up there like a fly ball, but it is what it is. And then you saw the opposite of that the next time he threw, I believe it was to Graham down the sidelines, who had his guy beat, and he just overshot him. But I would rather he do that than underthrow it and leave the ball hanging in the middle of the field, can of corn for a defensive back. But he looked like he knew what he was doing, and I think that you can build on that, obviously. You can open up the offense as the season goes on, try different things. He made really good intermediate throws. Granted, he checked down to the running back a lot, Jackson and Spiller. I believe 9 of his, how many completions, 16 or so completions went to the running back. 16 or 18. You don't have to worry about the checkdowns. I mean, it worked a little bit. The Bills, to sum up how they lost, would be to just take your foot and just shoot it repeatedly, because they beat themselves. Tom Brady wasn't sharp. Shane Vereen was good in the running game, but they got gifted 7 points on the Cersei fumble return for a touchdown off of Ridley inexplicably fumbling. They were gifted 7 more points when Brady threw an interception towards the end of the half. Nice play by Justin Rogers. Go figure. Go figure, Justin Rogers. Anyway, he's going to play a lot, but we'll talk about that more in a second. And Woods is wide open for the touchdown. A gorgeous throw to Johnson on the second touchdown. Absolutely gorgeous. Can we just go back to this moment real quick where, speaking of Manuel and Johnson, at the end of the third quarter, the Bills have the ball. They're leading 21-17, and if you were at the game, EJ is just doing this, and so is Johnson. It was just bliss. I just want to be stuck in that moment forever. Beating the Patriots. It's pretty much the Bills' Super Bowl. But they shot themselves in the foot. To get back to my original point. Penalties. Stupid procedural penalties. 12 men on the field. Illegal hands to the face. Stupid offsides. How hard is it to line up offsides? Ridiculous penalties. You're as frustrated as I am. It was just new era, same result. Just punched right in the gut. That said, you got to stay as optimistic as you can. What fun is it to be pessimistic? You can sit there and whine and cry and piss and moan and just be negative about everything. Where's the fun in that? How is that fun? You're just miserable and you sound stupid. Be happy. Keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Because the Bills have another game on Sunday. It's only 4 days away. Playing the Carolina Panthers, who are coming off a loss to the Seattle Seahawks. They played them really tough, because the Panthers are a better team than you think. They have a really good quarterback in Cam Newton, a really good wide receiver in Steve Smith, a pretty good defense. I know you're thinking, Carolina's defense, great, what do you mean? I don't really know much about it. Well, they have a pretty good defensive line, like Charles Johnson, Star Latulia, a rookie, Greg Hardy, Dwan Edwards, does that name ring the bell? Linebackers, Thomas Davis, Kuechly, John Beeson, if he's healthy. I think if anything, they're vulnerable in the secondary where they have Captain Munnerlyn. That's real. Yeah, that's a real name. Josh Thomas. Josh Thomas is there from UB. So that'll be cool, I think. But they're no slouch. Don't think the Bills are just going to walk in there and roll over them, because they're not. And it's a tall task. Cam Newton can beat you in a whole slew of different ways, with his legs, with his arms, with his athleticism, with his whatever, his agility, with his speed, with his toughness. Fill in an adjective. Cam Newton can beat you with it. That said, he can get frustrated easily. I was very encouraged by Kiko Alonso, who played every snap for the Bills defense. Ron Brooks only played 10 snaps, got hurt. He's not available. So you're looking at Rodgers, McKelvin, Roby. Man, that's tough. And Brandon Burton. Stephon Gilmore, where art thou? Is Jarvis Bird going to play? I don't know. He needs to be 100% to play, apparently. Cersei played pretty well in his absence. I was encouraged by that, especially someone whose roster spot I think was pretty tentative at the end of camp. But he had a sack, a nice fumble. He played pretty well. Aaron Williams didn't play that badly. Nobody played that poorly. I didn't notice Darius. I think Mario was effective. Maybe not as effective as somebody you're paying $100 million to be, but he's effective, I think. Kyle Williams had a sack. I know I'm sort of veering back to the Patriots game, but that's transitioning into this Panthers thing. Panthers don't really have a running back to me. The Jonathan Stewart's out. D'Angelo Williams is there. We'll probably get some carries, but Panthers for some reason abandon the run a lot. They go to Cam, let Cam do his thing, throw, run, options, whatever he does, read options. So that's something that obviously the Bills need to be ready for, because it's a completely different style of offense than the Patriots run. But I don't think it's lighting up the scoreboard by any means. Cam Newton can. He can stretch the field with Steve Smith. Brandon McFell didn't have any catches. Greg Olson's there. So that's a nice task for guys like Alonso. Like I said, I don't think they're in any position to light up the scoreboard. They have the ability to do so. I think on the road, it's their first road game. The Bills, I'm hoping it's, even though there's 1,600 tickets left, I think it's going to be another dangerous environment with the fans and stuff, because we're excited about EJ, let's face it. So we're going to be excited at this game. Regardless of what happened last week, we're going to be excited. So it'll be interesting to see how primarily Cam responds to it. He's got good offensive linemen, Jordan Gross, Ryan Khalil. I don't really know how to explain that to you. It's because I don't really know what Carolina's going to throw at the Bills. Sometimes they go with D'Angelo Williams. Usually they don't. Usually they just let Cam do his thing, like I said. But they're versatile. They can do almost whatever they want because of the versatility of their quarterback. Because he can throw, because he can run, because they have other running backs. So it's going to be a tall task for sure. For especially the secondary, McKelvin and Rodgers and Roby. Bird if he plays, Cersei, Williams, and then I think most importantly at the first and second level, Kyle, Mario, they have to get in there. They have to get in there and disrupt Cam, and then Cam has that escapability, therefore the linebackers have to be ready. It's that simple. Not that simple, but the linebackers just have to be ready for Cam to come to the second level. He can juke out pretty much anybody. They just have to be prepared. Offensively, I think the Bills can expose the corners of Carolina. I think Johnson's better than Munnerlyn. I think Josh Thomas is, even though he went to UB, an average player. Mike Mitchell in the secondary. Who else? Charles Godfrey. Yeah, I'm educated. I know who they have. I watch other teams. And I think they can expose that. The defensive line, like I said, is pretty good. So the linebackers are really good. So it's a challenge for the Bills' offensive line to open up holes for Spiller and Jackson, to keep Manuel protected, for the offensive line to get to the second level in the running game, to get to those linebackers who are good at jumping gaps and clogging up the running holes. I think the Bills can definitely win this game. I think, it was unrealistic, even though they had a chance at winning, to expect to beat the Patriots with a rookie quarterback. To expect to beat Tom Brady with a rookie quarterback. That said, they could have. They didn't. I think they can beat the Panthers at home with a rookie quarterback. I think they'll open up the offense more. I think it'll be a bit different of a game plan, like I said. See how Spiller bounces back, if he does. How Jackson mixes himself in. How Steve Johnson, big drop. I know. You don't have to say anything about it. It happened. Those are the kind of plays that lose your football games. But I don't think he's going to be rattled by it. I think he's going to be available and ready to go. Same thing with Robert Woods. Marquise Goodwin's hurt. That kind of sucks. Affects the kick return game, but maybe a different receiver. Like T.J. Graham is now the deep threat. Maybe Marcus Easley will get in there a little bit. Wow, 17 minutes. If you came this far, you are something else. I promise I'm wrapping this up in the next minute. But thank you if you came this far. Anyway, back to the Bills' offense. I think they're going to be able to move the ball better. Keep in mind, people are acting like the Bills moved the ball so well. They did not move the ball very well against New England. They struggled a little bit, and I think that Manuel is going to be actually better at it. They had some plays called back by penalties. I just think they're going to be able to move the ball. It's a test for Manuel. Every game is a test for Manuel. It's a test for everybody, really. It's a test for Marone. See how he can bounce these guys back after a loss. And I think they're going to win. I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be big. But I think they're going to win. So let's see. The Bills, the Panthers, Sunday, be there, section 221, 222. This guy right here. The Bills, going to beat the Panthers 27-23. Lock it up. Guys, enjoy your weekend. As always, go Bills.